Alright, let's be real for a second. The Ford F-150 Raptor might be one of the most pointless trucks you can possibly buy. It's over a foot wider than a normal F-150. It guzzles gas like it's going out of style, and it costs more than a well-equipped luxury sedan. 95% of people who own one will never, ever use it for what it was truly built to do. But for that other 5%, for the person who sees an empty field not as grass, but as a potential jump, this truck isn't just a vehicle. It's an absolute masterpiece of insanity. Welcome back to AutoPilot Point, and today we're diving headfirst into the legend, the myth, the absolute unit that is the Ford F-150 Raptor. We're going to find out if it's the world's most capable off-roader or the world's most ridiculous pavement princess. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to want one. Now, this isn't going to be your standard review where we just read off a spec sheet. Oh no, over the next 15 minutes, we're going on a journey. We're going to unleash all 450 horsepower from its controversial twin-turbo V6. We're going to engage the legendary Baja Mode and see what this truck does when you really let it off its leash. We'll take a deep dive into the incredible suspension technology that makes it all possible. Then, I'm going to give you the brutally honest truth about what it's actually like to live with this gigantic, wide-body beast every single day. We'll cover the pros, the cons, and ultimately, help you decide if the Raptor is the truck of your dreams or a financial nightmare waiting to happen. So buckle up, because this is the ultimate review. Let's pop the hood and talk power. Now, I know, it doesn't have a V8. Purists love to hate on it for that. But let me tell you what it does have. A 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged EcoBoost V6 that produces a staggering 450 horsepower and an earth-moving 510 pound-feet of torque. That's more torque than the old 6.2-liter V8 ever made. This engine isn't about a deep, rumbling soundtrack, though with the exhaust in sport mode, it does snarl, pop, and crackle in a very high-tech, angry way. No, this engine is about one thing: brutal, instantaneous power. Stomp on the pedal, and those twin turbos spool up to send you hurtling towards the horizon with a force that feels absolutely relentless. It's not a classic muscle truck sound. It's the sound of modern performance, and it is incredibly effective. But straight-line speed is only half the story. The Raptor's true personality comes out when the pavement ends. This is where it becomes a superhero. See this dial right here? That's the gateway to madness. We're switching into Baja Mode. The second you do that, the entire truck transforms. The throttle becomes hypersensitive, the transmission holds gears longer, the stability control loosens its grip, and the legendary Fox live valve internal bypass shocks come alive. These shocks are the real magic trick. They can adjust their damping force 500 times per second. Let me say that again, 500 times every single second. What that means for you behind the wheel is pure black magic. You can drive over whoops, ruts, and massive bumps at speeds that would destroy any other truck, and the Raptor just floats. The body stays almost perfectly level and composed while the wheels are doing a frantic dance beneath you, desperately searching for traction. It's an utterly surreal experience. It doesn't feel like you're driving a truck. It feels like you're piloting a high-speed, all-terrain spacecraft. It's without a doubt one of the most incredible automotive experiences you can ever have. Now, you might think that with all this off-road madness, Ford just threw a cage and some shocks into a base model truck and called it a day. But you'd be dead wrong. Step inside, and you're greeted with what is essentially a fully loaded luxury F-150. That means you get supremely comfortable leather seats, a massive 12-inch touchscreen running the latest Sync 4 software, a crisp digital instrument cluster, and a shockingly quiet and comfortable cabin on the highway. It's a practical family vehicle, too. The rear seats have a massive amount of space, and you still get a full, usable truck bed. The Raptor masterfully lives this double life. It's a civilized, comfortable, and tech-filled daily driver that can, at the literal turn of a dial, transform into a desert racing trophy truck. That's its genius party trick. Okay, time for some real talk. Let's talk about the downsides, because they are significant. First and foremost, the size. This truck is wide, over 6.5 feet wide. Drive-throughs become a nerve-wracking experience. Parking garages feel like they're closing in on you. You will absolutely become that person who has to park at the very back of the lot, away from everyone else, just to avoid door dings. Second, fuel economy. Let's not kid ourselves. If you enjoy the power, and you'll be lucky to see 15 miles per gallon. This is not a hybrid. It's a performance vehicle that drinks premium fuel. And finally, the price. This thing gets expensive very quickly once you start adding options. So, is it a sensible daily driver? For most people, no. But is it a shockingly livable one, considering its capabilities? Absolutely yes. The compromise is far smaller than you'd ever imagine. So, after all that, who is the Ford F F-150 Raptor actually for? It's not for the person who just needs a truck to haul lumber. It's for the person who looks at a mountain trail and sees a playground. It's for the person who values capability and experience over practicality and sensibility. It's for the person who wants to know that they can go absolutely anywhere, anytime, even if that just means having the freedom to do so in their imagination. The pros are obvious: mind-blowing performance, incredible technology, and unbeatable presence. The cons are just as clear: the size, the thirst, and the price. You have to really want what the Raptor offers to justify it. In the end, the Ford F-150 Raptor is a terrible truck if you judge it by normal standards. But it was never meant to be judged by normal standards. It's a purpose-built machine that delivers on an incredible promise: ultimate performance, both on and off the road. It's an engineering marvel, and it is, without a doubt, completely and utterly perfect at what it does. But what do you think? Could you handle daily driving something this wide and this wild? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to see how this American legend stacks up against its arch-rival, the Ram TRX, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to AutoPilot Point, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.